Gildan Media, a division of Recorded Books, presents Entrepreneur Voices on Emotional Intelligence by the staff of Entrepreneur Media Incorporated. Edited by Jonathan Small. Foreword by Lewis Howes. Narrated by Tom Perkins and Randye Kaye. Foreword by Lewis Howes. The New York Times best-selling author, Top 100 podcast, www.lewishowes.com. Being a leader in today's world is very similar and very different from being a leader in times past. In some ways, timeless leadership principles still apply. In other ways, leaders today are expected to be masters of far more skills than ever before. Emotional intelligence is one of those skills that is required but often overlooked, misunderstood, or just ignored. While it is a skill that has always been present in the great leaders of history, today it is something we can openly discuss and study. That is why this book was written, to support the modern-day leaders of business in understanding and living up to their full potential as leaders of human beings. It starts with self-awareness and moves into awareness of others in a powerful and enlightening way. I was already successful in business, influence, and athletics before I was ever introduced to the idea of emotional intelligence. On the outside, it looked like I had my life and relationships figured out. But in fact, I came to study this skill as a result of some of my worst choices in my relationships. Not only did I realize that I was helpless when I was triggered emotionally, I knew that I had to learn how to understand what was happening inside of me if I wanted to reach my full potential. Through workshops, coaching, mentors, and a lot of practice, emotional intelligence has become one of my most prized skills. I still work on it every day, but the more I learn and apply my findings, the more at peace I become as a person, the more effective I become as a leader, and the better all of my relationships, both business and personal, become. In fact, studying and applying the principles of emotional intelligence led me to write a book on the masks men wear to avoid showing their emotions. If you had told me 6 years ago that I would be writing a mainstream book on that topic, I would have been terrified. Only through doing the work of emotional intelligence myself did I find the courage to speak up about how lost I had been when it came to my emotions before. I'm guessing you picked this book because...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?